Every time you buy something to feel happier, you're falling for a psychological trap. It starts with a tiny itch. Maybe it's a sleek new pair of noise-canceling headphones, a kitchen gadget that promises to revolutionize your mornings, or just another pair of sneakers. You tell yourself it is an investment. You click buy. The package arrives, the box tears open, and boom. That rush of pure dopamine. But then, 48 hours pass. The headphones sit on your desk. The kitchen gadget collects dust. The excitement evaporates, leaving behind a familiar, hollow feeling and a slightly smaller bank balance. It is a cycle you have probably repeated dozens of times. We all have. In fact, the average person wastes over $1,400 a year on impulse purchases they regret within a month. Think about that. That is $1,400 that could be compounding in an index fund, buying you real freedom. Instead, it is sitting in your closet, gathering dust. So, what do? We try to fix it with budgeting. We download the colorful apps. We build the rigid spreadsheets. We promise ourselves we will stick to the plan this time. But here is the twist. Budgeting actually makes you want to spend more. It is called the restriction paradox. When you tell your brain you can't have something, that item suddenly becomes 100 times more desirable. It is like going on a crash diet. You starve yourself for a week, and then you find yourself eating a whole pizza at midnight. Budgets feel like a financial prison, and your brain is constantly plotting a jailbreak. But what if you didn't need to restrict yourself? What if you could stop the urge to spend before it even starts, without ever looking at a spreadsheet? This is where the rule of 3 comes in. It is not a budget. It is a psychological filter. A simple, 3-second mental test that flips the script on your brain's dopamine loop. Here is how it works. The next time you are about to buy something that isn't an absolute necessity, whether you're standing in a store or staring at a digital shopping cart, you have to pause. Before you swipe that card or click checkout, you must name 3 concrete reasons your life is already complete and satisfying without this item. It sounds incredibly simple. Almost too simple. But the psychology behind it is profound. Let's play this out. Imagine you're browsing online late at night. You see a gorgeous, high-end espresso machine. It is on sale. Your brain immediately starts rationalizing. Think of how much money I will save on coffee shop lattes. I will become a master barista. Under a traditional budget, you'd feel guilty, fight the urge, and maybe eventually give in when your willpower is low on a Friday afternoon. Now, let's apply the rule of 3. You pause. You ask yourself, what are 3 reasons my life is already complete without this machine? First, I already have a French press that makes a perfectly rich, hot cup of coffee every single morning. Second, my favorite part of getting coffee is actually the walk to the local cafe with my partner, which a machine in my kitchen would actually ruin. Third, the quiet, slow 5 minutes I spend making my current coffee is my favorite morning ritual, and a complicated new machine would just add stress to my routine. Boom. Just like that, the illusion is shattered. You didn't just deny yourself a purchase. You actively reminded your brain of the abundance you already possess. The urge to buy doesn't just get suppressed, it evaporates. Why does this work so incredibly well? Because it short-circuits the hedonic treadmill. Our brains are hardwired to adapt to new things. We think a new car, a new jacket, or a new phone will permanently elevate our happiness. But it never does. We just adapt, reset our baseline, and look for the next hit. When you use the rule of 3, you are training your brain to practice active appreciation in the exact moment of temptation. You are shifting your mindset from scarcity, the feeling of I need this to be happy, to abundance, the realization of I am already good. This one tiny habit compounds over time. When you stop buying things you don't need to impress people you don't like, your savings rate skyrockets. You start seeing your bank account grow, not because you are depriving yourself, but because you genuinely do not want the clutter anymore. You're closer to financial peace than you think. It does not require a complex spreadsheet or a life of extreme minimalism. It just requires 3 seconds of honesty. So, here's my challenge to you this week. Do not change your budget. Do not download any apps. Just try the rule of 3. The next time you feel that familiar itch to buy, take one deep breath, name your 3 reasons, and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how quickly the urge fades away. If you want to build a wealthier, more intentional life without the stress of traditional budgeting, hit that subscribe button. We talk about practical, realistic money strategies every single week. What is one thing in your life right now that you are incredibly grateful for, that money didn't buy? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.